I'm kinda tired of cinematic universes. It's not exactly an unpopular opinion to have at this point. Ever since Marvel struck gold back in 2008, a lot of studios have tried their hand at creating their own interconnected universe with a shared narrative. Safe to say, not a lot of these worked. Over the past decade, we've seen things like the Snyderverse, where they had a weak start, which led to a pretty rushed and underwhelming conclusion. Sony's Spider-Man universe, which is dumb as shit because they're building a universe of Spider-Man rogues who are becoming anti-heroes with no Spider-Man in sight. And Universal's Dark Universe.
Nigga, you proud of that, nigga? Are you proud? You proud of that?
Yeah, the one that I think works the best right now is the Monsterverse. It knows exactly what it is. People go to see these movies for the spectacle of seeing two giant kaijus beat the shell out of each other for a couple hours. It's not the pinnacle of film, but it's straightforward and provides some sort of value to the audience it aims for. All that to say, there's clearly a lot of oversaturation here. So much so to the point where the idea of a shared universe just isn't interesting to me anymore. I'm tired of 10 projects being announced at once only for 3 of them to be good. I'm tired of movies being made with the sole purpose to advertise other movies that aren't coming out for 8 years. I'm tired of seeing a director's vision of a character impacted by another director's vision of that same character. I think comic book films should do a hard reset and focus on more contained, solo outings for characters. The Batman and Joker are 2 strong examples of this. They both were fresh takes on 2 beloved characters that did well at the box office. No relation to the greater universe or anything like that. It also helped that they actually look like movies. You've probably heard this 100 times before, but a lot of the recent MCU output seem more like products than they do projects that people are actually passionate about. And, you know, it sucks. Of course, it's not with every movie they release. I heard Guardians 3 was pretty good, and along with a few other projects, but besides that, you know, it seems like the common thing they do is just churn out these movies in order to fit a quota.
Shut up, you're just an MCU hater.
I'm not.
Are you saying James Gunn won't make DC better?
Don't care. Now, I do understand that what I'm asking for just isn't realistic. It makes more sense business-wise to sell a movie to an audience that already has an established IP and fan base versus one that doesn't. It all boils down to monetary gain. Every company on the planet works to find a winning formula to cut down on financial risk. If you know something works, there's no need to deviate from that idea. In 2014, you can only pitch a Guardians of the Galaxy movie because it was going to be connected to the larger MCU. Otherwise, that movie wouldn't have taken off as well as it did with the general audience, because, outside of hardcore comic fans, the Guardians of the Galaxy weren't a household name. Hell, even at a point, Iron Man wasn't. The MCU has given a lot of people a chance to see their favorite characters interact and grow with each other. It was good. Great even, for a solid 10 years. We're now 4 years after Endgame and that same novelty has faded. I don't feel any connection to these remaining characters. It was bound to happen. Story arcs reach a conclusion, actors move on, some pass away. It's just reality. Nothing lasts forever, and it shouldn't. Film is a medium that grows and changes over time. It has to. Otherwise, genres will start to implode on themselves. It happened like 70 years ago with westerns, and it's happening now with comic book films. In the comments, tell me how you guys feel about the current state of cinematic universes. Do you feel like they're fine how they are, or do you agree that a change is needed? Either way, I'll see you guys next time.